Minnesota. Greetings from Tokyo, Japan. My name is Mike Staffa, and I am a member of the Pirates of Tokyo Bay. We are a short-form improv comedy group here in Japan, performing in English and in Japanese. We've been performing for the last 15 years, and we've been lucky enough to welcome guests from all over the world to perform with us, and even some from HUGE Theater themselves. So we're excited to perform for your HUGE, I think it's 28-hour Improvathon fundraiser. So I hope you guys are awake. Hope you guys will enjoy some English and Japanese short-form comedy. HUGE Theater and the Improvathon 2021, if you want to donate, please go to hugeimprovathon.com. This is something for me as a Minnesotan, very important to support the HUGE Theater. I know some of the people behind the HUGE Theater, whether it's Jill, Butch, Mike and Joe, and even Katie Kessler. So Katie Kessler and I go way back to college years. We actually performed in a college improv group way back in 2000, 2002, 2003-ish. So it was great to perform and to begin our improv careers back then. Improv is made up on the spot, but we had to get Katie Kessler on board with improvising and not using a script. So even when she started hosting some of her early games in college improv, there was a script used a couple times. Sorry, Kess. Katie Kessler did come to Tokyo and did a workshop for some of my groups here. So it was great to see her. I think this was a decade ago that Katie came over to Tokyo and workshopped with us. I tried to find some more photos of Katie in Tokyo, and this is actually the only photo I could find of Kessler in Tokyo. But it's so exciting to have my group, the Pirates of Tokyo Bay, perform for your HUGE Improvathon fundraiser. So without further ado, let's bring in the rest of the group from the Pirates of Tokyo Bay. All right, hi everyone. Hi, Pirates of Tokyo Bay. We are very excited to do this show for Minnesota. I'm not sure, has anyone actually ever been to Minnesota besides me? Probably not. But let's actually do a little bit of Japanese lesson. Masa, how the theater, the HUGE Theater is in Minneapolis, in Minnesota. How do we say Minneapolis in Japanese?
Minneapolis.
Oh, okay, that was easy. I guess I thought Japanese language was really, really hard and complicated. Okay, so how do we say Minnesota in Japanese?
Minnesota.
Oh, okay, yeah, easy. This is Japanese language. Everyone always says Japanese language is so hard. This is really easy. Minneapolis, Minnesota, cool. And we're doing this for the HUGE Theater. So how do we say HUGE Theater in Japanese?
大きな劇場。
Okay, so we got Minneapolis, Minnesota, Okigakujo. Got it. Okay. Cool. All right. So that was our Japanese lesson. Great. Now I think it's our turn to kind of practice some Minnesota words, some Minnesota language. From my travels around the world, I've met a lot of people that were surprised that Minnesota has its own slang. And so I actually want to challenge you guys, the Pirates, to see if you guys can speak some of our slanguage. So I am going to show you guys some Minnesota slang, some Minnesota words, and I want you guys to try to define them and use them in a short scene. Cool? All right, let's see how we do. Let's go to the first word. First word to define.
Oofta. This is when you make a huge mistake and you're really embarrassed. It's just a noise that you make. Oofta. And I would like to see Annika and Tomo.
All right. Well, it's really nice to be here on first date with you. I'm looking forward to getting to know you. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, actually, I just lost the job today. I just had to sell the sandwiches, but then I ate all of them. It was all a big oofta.
Oofta.
Okay, that's pretty good. Jim, that was actually really close to the real definition of oofta. Okay, I think we're getting this. I'm very impressed. I think I'm going to have to challenge you guys to a little bit harder word. So we're going to go a little bit harder. Minnesota slanguage. Who wants to define this Minnesota word? Trey.
So this is a noun, the bidmakska. And the bidmakska is that ice you get like on the rear view window, not on the like the main windshield. So I know Minnesota is really cold, so icing is a real problem. So it's the ice you get that's on the rear view mirror outside that you can't see, and it's really hard to scrape off. So I need two people to sort of to go with that and give us a little scene. So I'm going to choose Jim and Masa.
Oi, honey, the Ford Focus is covered in Bidik Makaska. And we got to get down to the county fair in like 15 minutes.
We don't have a lot of time. Let's go. Let's scrape him off. Let's scrape that Buddha car.
My tiny hands. They can't be doing no more work.
My hands.
Okay. Not close, but A for effort, really good. Bidemakaska is actually, it means White Earth Lake. It's a famous lake. It's the biggest lake in Minneapolis. Close. Good job, guys. All right, that was a tough one. Let's move on to another word, Minnesota word. Who wants to define it? Jim.
This is Minnesota Zumba. And Zumba, like the workout dancing.
Okay.
And I would love to see Trey and Tomoko.
そう最近なんかすごいちょっとなんか食べ過ぎてちょっとジムで結構ズンバーズでかなり頑張ってる。So I've been training in a Japanese gym, and so I've really been taking and really getting into the Zumba's class, and Tomoko's been a really good teacher.
Yeah, Trey, it's not old. Zumba is very popular dancing, and you.
I've lost 5 pounds already.
Okay. I like, Jim, that Minnesota has its own Zumba style called Zubas. Okay, great. Zubas is actually really interesting casual pants. Some would say they're very ugly pants. Some would say they're very fashionable. But Zubas. Okay, or Minnesota Zumba. Great, okay. Let's move on to another word for you guys to define. Here we go. Masa.
That means a sentence for who's got a pretty face.
What is it?
Bemidji. And I would like to see a scene between Tom and Jim.
I hope she'll notice that I made an effort today. Because I got all the eyeshadow on and it's so complicated.
You know, it's my first time meeting a big salary man in Minneapolis, but I do have to say, you have a really good midgie.
Very good. I have to say, Masa, your pronunciation was perfect, 100%. It is Bemidji, but it doesn't mean a beautiful face. But I'm very impressed with how you actually pronounced that. Bemidji. It's a small town in northern Minnesota. Great. Let's go to the next Minnesota word for you guys to define. Annika.
Pucket is the small starter puck that the Tiny Tots hockey teams use when they're just getting started. It's a little more slippery, a little less hard if it hits you in the head. Pucket. And I want to see Trey and Masa.
Doc, I was at the skate rink and this kid just beat me with a pucket.
Oh no, you're bleeding. I gotta take you to the hospital.
Thank you.
Right. Oh, hold on.
It hurts, but not that much.
Okay, good. I like that a smaller puck is more slippery for kids, but also more hard. Interesting. Okay, we breed kids tough, I guess, in Minnesota. Puckett is actually the last name of a very famous baseball player for the Minnesota Twins. Puckett. Great. Okay, let's try a couple more. This is going very well. I'm very impressed. Next up, Tomoko.
Juicy Lucy is the app that you only use in Minnesota, but it's the matching app. only use Minnesota. So, for example, Jim and Anika.
I feel like everyone that pops up, it's all Canadians, and I can't deal with it anymore.
Where do they make these corn-fed local boys these days? Been trying everything. Juicy Lucy, Tinda.
Juicy Lucy, I haven't heard about that one. Tell me more about that.
Sister, you are missing out. Let me tell you. You got to head down to the app store. You got to go to the local application store. And then you sign right up. You got a man.
Sign right up.
I love it
Amazing.
that there's actually like an app store in like the local, like it's not a bodega in New York. It's like the local app store in Minnesota. Yeah, Juicy Lucy, great. Juicy Lucy is actually a hamburger. It's 2 hamburger patties with cheese in the middle. And there's 2 rival restaurant bars that claim to have created it. One doesn't use the I in Juicy when how they spell it. So there's kind of a rivalry, but that's the Juicy Lucy. Or it's a dating app. Minnesota has its own dating app. Very good. Nice. We got a couple more. That was good, Tomoko. Next up, Trey.
Lutefisk is a Minnesota casserole that is only served in February when it's really cold. So there's a lot of like hot peppers in it to make you feel warm. So I'm going to choose Tom and Jim to tell us about that.
Oh, is it that time of year already? Oh, I better chop up all these dozens of cayenne peppers.
Well, the Lutefisks aren't going to make themselves. I know we hate our neighbors, but here we have a special type of hospitality, and that means celebrating with a Lutefisk.
Let's just chuck all the chili at them.
Perfect. Cool. I don't think Minnesotans are known for their chili, but yeah, very good. Lutefisk is actually like fish that's been cured in lye, basically. It's apparently a Norwegian delicacy, or a casserole, apparently, according to Trey. Nice. Okay, got some more. This is going really well. Nice, guys. Masa.
Frogtown. That's name of the city where they have lots of umbrellas to host lots of frogs. I would like to see them between Jim and Tomoko. フロッグタウンと言いまして、町の名前でございます。傘があるんです。たくさんあるんですけれども、その傘に、カエルをたくさん、住み着かせているという都市の名前です。
わあ、今日結構いい天気ですよね。なぜか、なんか私、フロッグタウンの傘持ってきたんですけれども、I brought my frog umbrella here, but the weather's looking pretty good. It's happening.
Okay, good. Yeah, very, very literal translation of Frogtown. It is actually a neighborhood in St. Paul. I'm not sure if it's famous for frogs, but it's Frogtown. Tons of Asian restaurants, Hmong restaurants. My dad is from Frogtown. But nice. Okay, very good. We got a few more. Tom.
Harumaru is actually a Japanese imported word for spring roll. And it's just traditional Minnesotan spring roll. これは日本語由来の言葉で、ミネソタご当地の春巻きです。I would like to see a scene with Tomoko and Masa.
お姉ちゃん、これが噂の春丸だね。
Oh my goodness, it is 春丸。いやー、すごい春丸。ちょっとインスタに載せよう。インスタに載せましょう。ちょっと。
Okay, nice, very good. I like that definition. The real definition is Harmar is a strip mall in Roseville, a very old mall, basically. Okay, cool. This is nice. I like it. Two more. Tomoko.
Opue is the word of greeting in Minnesota, only used. So please 教えてください。Teach me Masa and Trey.
Hello, I am from Okinawa.
Ope!
Okay, good.
Good to see you.
Okay.
Welcome to Minnesota.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh.
I guess.
Okay.
I guess "op" could be like hello. It's usually like excuse me or like sorry for bumping into you, like gomenasai kind of thing, or a hello. I think Minnesotans should try that a little bit more. And here we go. Last one. Masa.
Hammerschlagen is the name of the craft beer restaurant, very popular in Minneapolis. Hammerschlagen. I'd like to see a scene between Jim and Trey.
Oh, well, hey there, neighbor. Welcome to Hammerschlagens. Can I get you started with some apps?
Sure. What have you got? I'm really kind of hungry, but not that hungry.
Well, you can't go wrong with a Hammerschlagen IPA, maybe a Hammerschlagen Hefeweizen, just a Schlagen.
Okay,
I'll
good.
take,
Yeah.
Do you have like a Schlagen Light?
Nice. Yeah, very good. Hammerschlagen probably is a bar in Minneapolis, but I do know that it's like a bar game. I think there's a bunch of nails and you have like a sledgehammer and you try to pound it in. Like, I don't know. But Hammerschlagen, correct pronunciation, is probably also a bar. So that was Slangwich. Good job defining Minnesota words, guys. I'm very impressed. Cool. All right. So for our next game, we're going to play a game called Bad PowerPoint. The way this works is we have some Japanese travel agents that are going to try to sell a trip to Minnesota using slides that they've never seen. All too often, Minnesota is considered flyover country. And so now I'd kind of like to see how people sell Minnesota without actually knowing anything about it. So without further ado, let's bring in our travel agents for Bad PowerPoint.
Oh, お疲れ様です。
佐藤さんどうも。お疲れ様です。
森さんどうもお疲れ様です。
Excuse me.
Hi.
Sorry.
Welcome. Hi.
Hello. I noticed your sign, and it says, "Let's travel to Minnesota." And I've done everything there is to do in Japan. I've been to Tokyo and Kyoto. Both ways. So I was thinking I should visit somewhere more exciting, maybe, like the great state of Minnesota. Do you have any packages or anything you can show me to give me an idea of what to do there?
Yeah, sure.
Of course, yeah.
いいですか、佐藤さん、ちょっとね、閉店前だけど、やりましょうね。
大丈夫。ちょっと待って。Minnesota. Okay, yeah, please wait a moment.
Oh, sure. Yes.
Preparing the recommendation of you, Minnesota trip.
Oh, you're very kind. Very kind.
Oh, here is.
We call this a lighthouse
I see.
in Minnesota. Yeah, it's a very beautiful lighthouse. ね、美しい。とても灯台ね。
And silent.
Yeah.
I
So,
see.
yeah, here is the
マスコットキャラクターです。
So he's not a typical local.
It's typical. Yeah.
Oh,
Minnesota's
I see.
character like Gunma-chan of Gunma Prefecture in Japan.
Yeah, I see.
That's character.
I don't.
Yes.
Do they always point fingers at you?
Yes, because they want you to come visit Minnesota. So
I see.
they're basically, we want you. Yes. So.
Yeah.
Oh, personally, I see.
So we.
Yes.
No,
yes.
どうぞ。
どうぞ佐藤さん。
Okay. So the number of people who have visited Minnesota who said they are a great place. That's the pie chart, the blue.
Oh yes, pie charts are very reliable. I've heard.
Yeah. The Wisconsin. I don't know why they decided to go there.
Yep.
But
Yeah,
we did.
I don't think I'll bother with Wisconsin at all. No.
No, Wisconsin.
Here is my favorite place. It's the most important place. No,
I see.
it's cherry. Cherry is so important.
Oh, they sell cherries all year round, you're
Yeah.
saying? Oh.
And bring fortune, you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
That sounds
Everywhere.
great.
Yeah.
And this next slide. Oh, this is the character you see. That's Shohei, our travel agent who made these slides. He did so much for Minnesota, and people in Minnesota made a statue out of him. And
so that's Shohei in the red plaid shirt there?
No, yes, the red plaid, yes. On the right is his pet.
His pet bull.
Pet bull. Yeah, we call him.
Oh, you have pet bulls. I see.
Yeah, pet bulls. Yes.
Ooh, I love that guy.
His name is
Buddha.
Buddha. I see.
Yeah, you know the like god of Minnesota.
Is Buddha.
Yeah, and mostly people don't see, but if you see him, you can 何？森さんなんて言ったらいいの？
何？
お金が金運がアップするってなんて言うんですか？
If you see him, if you run into Bodja, you will get rich.
Oh, I see. So we should definitely look around for him. Okay. They seem to be making something here.
Oh yes, they're making Harumaru.
Oh, I've heard of Harumaru. Yes.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Oh, yes, they're supposed to be really good. Yeah.
It's very, very yummy, very tasty, and very affordable.
Yeah, I love the fried chicken. It's the oh my! It's unlike Disneyland, you know.
I see.
You
there's something bigger than Disneyland. In
yeah,
Minnesota.
sure.
Oh,
yeah.
That looks much more fun, yeah.
And
that is where Elon Musk lives.
Oh, that's Elon Musk's private residence. I see.
I'm not supposed to tell you this. We're not supposed to tell you this, but
so why is it on a slide?
It's on the back of the slide. We just looked up.
Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have looked behind the slide. That was my bad.
No, it's okay. これ何ですかこれ？
これあれですね。さっきの春丸の原材料。
This is what the harumaru is made from. The core ingredient.
Oh, the core ingredient of harumaru is not, as I previously thought, chicken.
Oh no, yeah, you would think so. Yeah. No, it's not chicken.
It tastes like chicken, I think. But
yes. Yeah, that's what. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
And these two twins are the twins who founded Minnesota Twins. They're known for Shelly and Shelby.
Shelly and Shelby. Oh, yes.
Minnesota's
a very young state, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very young. They're young and lively.
Yeah, be careful.
Be careful of.
Oh yeah, these ones.
Oh, so this is like the local gang.
Oh yeah, local gangs.
Yeah. You know.
Oh,
they only come out. They only come out like in snow areas though.
So all of Minnesota, basically.
All
nice.
of, so
nice.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh. You went to Kyoto, right?
Yes.
And did you meet Michael?
Yes, I did meet Michael, and she definitely lit my cigar.
Ah,
By the way, that's actually me. So hey, it's weird.
Oh, I didn't realize. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't realize. You look different with all that makeup
I
on.
know.
Yes.
It's
I'm
like
sorry.
all the hair and everything.
Oh, terribly sorry. Oh.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I get that a lot, but you know.
Oh, that's uncomfortable. Oh,
Anyway.
but they have the same service then in
Mhm.
Minnesota. Oh,
ミネソタだ
fantastic.
と、like that, the check, gingham check wearing, already, you see?
And everyone
That's how. Yeah,
moves
that's how
by
they
ice
welcome you.
skating.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's how they welcome you at the airport. So, how much would you like to spend on this travel?
Oh, about all of my savings, please.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right. Very good. Yeah. I think that would sell a trip to Minnesota pretty well. Good job, travel agents. Yeah.
I was sold.
Yeah. I like how you defined Ruja as the god. That was actually one of our mayors, our Shucho from Minnesota Shu. Or a governor. Sorry, not a mayor, but a governor. So maybe God? I don't know. But good job. That was a very good travel sales pitch from Minnesota. Nice.
I also like that Paul Bunyan was just Shohei, some guy we know.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
That cracked me up. I was really glad I was muted.
That was good. That was good. Cool. All right. So we have been the Pirates of Tokyo Bay. Thank you, everyone, very much for enjoying the show. Thank you, everyone, for performing. I think we learned a lot of new Minnesota slang. We saw a Minnesota travel show, so that was very interesting. We want to support the HUGE Theater for their Improvathon and their fundraiser. It's a tough time now for live arts, and I know how important HUGE Theater is for the community in Minnesota. So please donate at hugeimprovathon.com. We've been very happy to perform and very honored to perform for you guys. We hope you guys enjoyed the show. So sayonara from Tokyo, Japan. Thank you, everyone. Bye.